Welcome, jewelers. Welcome all. I do think we are live here, Dags, for another episode of the Jewelers Live podcast. My name's Mega. My name's Mega. This is Dags. We are testing some new software without really, um, doing it beforehand. So we're hoping it's live. We're hoping you see us. We're gonna give it a second here to see. It says streaming. It says live. What's that?
It was showing my screen. Now it's showing.
Okay. All right, let me pull it up on my.
So
We are live. I do see it. We don't have chat live, which is unfortunate. I don't know why chat isn't pulling up. Something we'll have to play with. So I'm gonna pull it up on another screen just so we can see our beautiful chat. And we are live, Dags. We are good to go. Dags, how you doing today? Let me turn you up. Can you talk?
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we're good.
Uh-oh.
You're hearing the echo?
You want me to buy it?
Are they hearing the echo?
I don't know.
Let's see. If you're hearing the echo and they're not hearing the echo, I think I might be okay, as long as you can live with it. And you can perform.
Still can't hear me?
Still can't hear Dags. Dags is very quiet. Give me 1 second. No, I think it's just one of the sound settings I have muted here. Give me 1 second.
Can't hear.
Who's trolling and who's not trolling? We will never know.
Oh, man.
How about now? That should have buffed you up a little bit.
Hopefully. Can you hear me now?
Should have done this before. Chat is live now, but it is. Oh my God, we need some different.
Whoa, it's kind of difficult to see there.
It is.
You got it? There, got it. We're good. Let's hit it.
Beautiful. Yeah, so again, we are testing some new software. Should have done this beforehand. We actually have spent quite a bit of time setting up these things that were pretty easily streamlined on StreamYard. We are on Streamlabs now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but we've been working at this for about 3.5 hours.
Yes, that is the case. But we are here. We have made it. We do have the chat, but it is not exactly appearing as I would like. You know, if I was on a darker screen, maybe. But that's something we got to think about. Maybe we put a background behind it. We'll do
there
that
you
later.
go.
Not a priority right now.
We could put like a jeweler's scroll right on that left side or something.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Ooh, that's a great idea, Dex. That's a great idea.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got a lot to talk about. I recently made a few purchases in the DefiKingdoms space. I'm excited about them. Been piecing together the funds to get said heroes. We'll go through that later. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll show you some of the pairs I was looking through, some of the ideas I was looking through. And the community is great because, you know, you have these. You, of course, have the tavern. You could go direct to the tavern and buy these heroes, but you also have, the Gen dungeon, as of course you might know, Dags. You're always in the Gen dungeon, so you can always buy from the community that way, and it's a lot of fun. We also have, in honor of Dags making the finals here within the Mythic Squad Void Hunt tournament. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Dags, I mean, how you feeling? We'll jump straight into that right now because I'm excited to see how you perform, how you can bring home the trophy to the jewelers. But how you feeling a week or two out from the finals?
So if you would have asked me like the day after, like I was talking to my wife, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah, I got through, but like, so did 11 other people, and I was like, I'm just tired. Like, I think I'm just gonna drop out. And she's like, no, don't drop out. But then like 5 days later, I was like, okay, good. I'm like, it got to the point where I was like, even talking to like Sticks intern about it, and I was like, dude, would it make it easier if I just kind of didn't show up?
It would put it at 10 people. It would make the number maybe a little easier in the bracketology. But they figured it out. I don't think we have the bracket live just yet, but I'm excited to see it when it is.
Mhm.
And if it is live, send that to me. I'm hoping there is no easy road, but I'm hoping you're able to kind of take out the competition. We don't know, is it confirmed or not that the let's say Brutish 2, whatever the AVAX may be for the finals, is it different per like semifinals, quarterfinals, and all that, or is it one whole AVAX throughout? Like, how does this work?
I kind of like I just read the notes very briefly, and all I saw was like more details to come. But yeah, all I know is it's a bracket system based off of deaths, and Sticks intern counted how many deaths you had, and he posted it. I haven't had time to check it because I've been so damn busy today. And then we were busy with this too, so I really didn't get the time to like sit down, catch my breath, figure out like what's going on. But if it went off of deaths, I'm pretty sure I don't know, I didn't go through and count, but if I remember correctly, I probably had like 6 heroes die or something. So I'm probably like starting at that bottom tier, and I just got to fight my way to the top. And there's a lot of heavy hitters in there. Like it kind of makes you feel like a shark swimming around with a bunch of whales. I mean, not everyone, and obviously hardly anyone in there's a whale anymore, but I don't know, man. Like, you got guys like Carricket, and you're like, how the hell am I going to beat that?
Yeah, there's some stiff competition, man. I just recently, yesterday, joined Sarge's stream, and we had the likes of Worm on there and Umfreak, who I was unfamiliar with, to be honest, until yesterday, as far as speaking in person. But he's a great dude. He's got a lot of mindful thoughts as well as far as boar hunts goes. And the dude with 0 equipment. The dude made it through 0 deaths, flawless victories, 0 equipment as well, and a little smack talk on the live there with Sir Worm, but it was all in good fun, good nature, of course. I did send the chat over there to the right, Dags. It's looking a lot better. It's on a dark
Yeah, on that
background
screen
for
it
now.
looks good.
But yeah, we'll have to put a little scroll or something back there that locks in that contrast for it. So huge shout out to Two Noobs as well. We do have the donation tool live. This is a little test, but this is part of the reason we moved over, because the functionality is much better on Streamlabs. There's much more you can do, and once we figure it out, hopefully we'll be locked and loaded with a little more professionalism. But we're just glad to be able to actually be heard right now, because we were struggling. I'm not gonna lie, we were struggling. There were some hiccups with this damn stream.
Yeah, and I still can't see your screen.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for the YouTube to play the test.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
I see it on YouTube, so I mean, we'll just go through this.
Right.
I had 1 death worm. I didn't know that. I thought, cool, good for me.
You only had 1. Wow, that's pretty
There we
good.
go.
You're thinking you had 6 too. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I had 1 death in the first round, I remember, and I was like, damn, that's not a great start. I know that tiebreaker is determined by it. I mean, I couldn't get past round 4, of course, but I knew those deaths really. I mean, it is just seeding at the end of the day, but those deaths did come back, and I feel like anything over like 5 or so deaths, you probably didn't make it through, most likely. But
I mean, one of the things too is, I thought he was gonna use potion usage as kind of some additional weight, and all I could think of was going through that 6th AVAX and having my guys looking pretty healthy, right? And just popping over into the main Discord and being like, hey, how many potions can we use in round 6? And they were like, all of them. And so I just burned through the rest of my potions, because I'm like, I'm not going to get hit with a crit right now.
No.
So like, I could have screwed myself there.
For sure. That's going to be a lot of fun. Just pay attention to Mythic Squads, Twitter, Discord, and especially, I believe, like Sticks Intern, and Too Honest as well from ALP. For more of that juicy information, we'll definitely be looking out for that. But that leads us into our next topic here, Dags. We ourselves have been working on something behind the scenes for a few months now. We do have the structure, a tournament here. I don't know necessarily if tournament's the best word, but a ladder. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is central centered around DFK duels, of course.
For now.
For now, of course, especially when we have PvP, we'll be able to transition and make this even better. But for now, we're not going to probably mess with PvE. We have the Mythic Squad stuff, and I love the ideas they did as far as how to kind of make a tournament out of that, make that tournament structure. I love it. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to compete in the next one, of course, because we're waiting on the finals. I'm wishing I'm there. But we'll be watching you, of course, and hoping you pull it off. At least the jewelers will. But our structure, we've been thinking about it behind the scenes because the nature of actual duels. The nature of actual duels is the costliness. You need level 20s to really compete as far as a mythic level. The structure we're creating here, Dags, and this was a focal point. The structure we're creating allows us to not only allow those whales, those monster dual heroes, to come in and potentially win a lot of these tournaments, but also those lower guys to potentially have a chance with the way we're structuring these wheels of fate. Now,
Yes.
Dags, you and me kind of are those dual scrappers at the end of the season that are getting those rewards. And I think that really helped us in talking about it when we were just brainstorming. What's your opinion on the structure of this, and we'll kind of get into it in a second. But what's your opinion overall the way we have this duels set up?
Yeah, and I don't remember what we finally decided. Is this gonna be a tournament or is this gonna be a league?
No, so
Um,
it's gonna be again, we're waiting on duels. I should have said this at the beginning, but we're waiting on duels season 7. We have the website basically built out. It's not gonna
mhm.
go live. The sign up, the rules, the complete rule sheet, and all that isn't gonna go live until duels season 7 is live, which should be in the next few weeks. So that just goes to show we're ready to push it. I have a screenshot here as well. I'm going to show just to kind of give you guys an idea, and this will be a ongoing series. Basically, we're deciding between like a 2-week sprint, 3-week sprint, or simply a 1-week sprint if it prefers that. We've been kind of testing it behind the scenes, but with the amount of people we've been doing it with, it's kind of hard. So the first iteration of it will be much like the Mythic Squads tournament where we're trying a few things out, and we'll definitely change a lot come the second one. But let me pull it up here again. I'm experimenting with Streamlabs, so forgive me. Here we go. So here will be the top 3 challengers, and as you know, these
And
duels
then
complete throughout the week. Yeah.
we need to get. Sounds like I'm a little bit behind. We got to get our donate link in.
Our donate link should be in the bio unless it's incorrect. It should be donate.live.
Can you? Oh, okay. I'm
Give me
gonna
one
link it in the
sec.
chat.
I'll
There it is. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
And on the screen now should be again,
Oh
Dag,
boy,
you
is it gonna
can't
let
see
me
the
paste
screen that's
this?
actually live, which is quite
No, I
frustrating.
don't got it. You're gonna
Yeah,
have
you
to.
can't
You're
see
gonna
it,
have to
which is
paste
live,
it in
which is
chat.
quite frustrating. I'm gonna pull it up just to make sure it should be live now. Yeah, so we have the top 3 challengers here. There is a leaderboard under that. Again, the site, I will not give out the URL just yet. For once it's live, this is just of course test dummies as far as the leaderboard goes here. But the theory of it is you will have, depending on the amount of people per tournament, and again these rules will come out in full once Duels Season 7 is live, and the sign up will be a week or 2 long so we can allow entry. So you have basically restrictions. You have 3 wheels of fate. Each wheel of fate, and we'll pull these wheels here in the next week, I believe. We'll do them live to show you guys what the first iteration of the duels restrictions will be for the Jeweler's Joust. And 3 wheels, one of which is based on class, one of which is based on hero rarity, and one of which is based on hero level. So there's tiers to it, of course. You have, your wild card for all of them, which anything goes. And that's where you'll really see, a lot of those whales be able to just come in and wreak havoc if they so choose. Of course, there'll be a buy-in, and top 3 will be rewarded with, of course, the number 1 being the most rewarded. Third place will typically get some of their fun back. Second place, I believe, will get their whole buy-in back and maybe a little something extra. And 1 will win the whole pot and some prizes to come. So again, similar to the Mythic Squad tournament here, we want to engage the community here, and we really saw duels as something that was just kind of being botted out and not really, gamed as far as taking a look at certain play styles in duels. It is pretty cut and dry as far as how duels is for the rewards. You run a bunch of duels. You run 1,000 plus if you want to get mythic, or if you're really good, you could probably get it done in like 300. But it really is just a grind. And for players like me and Dags, we don't even touch it until the end of the season. We're not even really looking at it until the end, when we could get those LP boosts and we can rank up even faster just to get our hands on some of those rewards, just because we're not as focused on duels. Dags, I don't even know, do you have any level 20s right now?
No. So yeah, I have like a team of 3 rares. And they all have the same background. They're all strength based, and I just run them through like probably the last 2 weeks, and it usually gets me from common to like legendary 3. With I probably do like a 1 recharge each day.
Right. Yeah, there are
So
certain teams that I would recharge, and at the end, especially when I was grinding it out and getting good boosts, when you have a good hero, and I believe that's what a lot of the top dogs do as well. You really focus on that. And something that was in the community that I really loved as well, and if I could get, the only problem is there is no social aspect. So you could see someone on this top 50, or what is this, top 25, and you can't
we
get
could
a
add
hold
a
of them.
shit talk board.
Yeah, we could. And the thing is, the beauty of it, it's everlasting. I can build out the website however we so choose. I could put a section for, weekly commentary. If there's a little, of course we have the Discords, but, simply for tournament chatter, if it's a player in there who could, they could chat and chat amongst the other competitors and such. But yeah, there's some things we yet to be determined. That we will also have polls coming on Twitter and X, because there's a few good opinions we have. Me and you even back and forth, especially with Light and Trade Room, who've been working behind the scenes with us as well. Just kind of beta testing and seeing how we can really bring this to the center of DFK and the community, and just have another fun thing to do with an element of the game. We've just been really focusing down, but we've been deferring on some things as well. So we want to see what the community would want. So definitely follow the Jewelers X just for a few of those polls. They'll be coming out in the next few weeks. Again, we're thinking Duel Season 7 is on the way in the next. I don't know, the way they've been talking, it seems like within the month, right, Dags? I mean, what's your sentiment?
Yeah, it should be here pretty quickly. I mean, we kind of put feelers out in the Jewelers Discord, and we're just like, what do you guys think is going to come first? The next Void Hunt or duels, and most people kind of agreed duels. And then this should be it. After this, the season should just be a continuous cycle.
Yeah.
So we should be able to run this tournament, even if we wanted to run it as a league. We could just keep going and going indefinitely now.
Yeah.
And I get a shout out to the chat. There's too many of y'all in the chat right now for me to name. But people are mentioning we did hit 400 subs. So thank you to those who noticed. We're going to be giving away those 3 mythics, but I'm not going to be here next weekend, so we can't do it next weekend.
Damn.
We're going to have to do it well, and then we're going to have a special guest after that, right?
We could do it then, I think.
We'll
though.
do
That'd
it
be
then.
fun.
I like it.
We could do it then. We will
All
have
right.
a special guest. We'll announce that in the next few weeks as well. That's gonna be a lot of fun, and we have 2 special guests coming in the next 2 months for sure. Potentially within February. At least one of them will be in February. Like you said, when you return, we're gonna have a special guest on the 17th. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Stay tuned for that announcement as well. So definitely just subscribe to that X. That's where you'll get a lot of our good information, as well as the Discord. But I keep up with the X a little bit more as far as our big updates go. Again,
right.
400
And in the announcement, I said we were going to do a giveaway in the Discord with one of the mythics. I did put a tweet out that we are moving away from that. We'll go off of just the reposts on X.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're here and you haven't done the repost with the tagging or whatever, go get that done. And then you'll be entered, because I think I looked today and there were probably only like 30 people.
Okay.
So you got a 1 in 30 odds to to win a mythic, which is sweet.
That's pretty nice.
And then I'll do some. We'll do some other giveaways within the Discord that aren't related to the mythics. So
For sure, for sure. Yeah, big shout out to all our followers. Big love, much love for the DFK community, especially, which is probably the bulk of our followers, if we're being real. I don't think we've even made a few videos actually. We have made a few videos kind of in other rounds, but not many, and all pretty much crypto Web3 based. So, regardless, this is going to be a lot of fun. Keep an eye out for more information. We'll be glad to show that here soon. But, Dags, I recently, like I said, I made a purchase. I probably, pissed you off during some of the work hours, texted you while I was peeping, the market on certain days, and made some degen plays in some other AVAX protocols that will not be named, which are, probably are probably dead as well. That's just the nature of crypto, which is pretty crazy. But I was, of course, saving the background a little bit as well. But it is a slow burner. It is a slow burner when you're talking about Gen0s. I was fortunate enough to buy myself here a set of Gen0s. We're gonna go through some of the pairs I was looking at. We're gonna go through the pair I bought here today. Dags, how do you think I did as a Gen holder, as a Gen0 holder yourself? How do you think I did?
So here's the thing: is you're bouncing all these Gen0s at me. Like, I have a time sensitive task, right? Like, I have 3 payrolls due that day, and I'm like, bro, I can't look. And by the time I got the payrolls submitted, you're like, dude, I got them. And I'm like, we didn't shop, we didn't look, we didn't bug anybody who wasn't for sale. Like, it's just done.
The thing is, I didn't do that. You're right. I didn't really bug anyone that
Well,
wasn't for sale.
you did.
Oh, yeah. I hear you.
You're like, honey, I came home with a new car. She's
That's
a
exactly
beaut.
how it felt. For me, it felt like an eternity too, because I was waiting on a good fellow to kind of split up as one of his pairs. It was a blessing that he was able to do that. He had a pair himself, a Seer Berserker, but I found a slightly better Seer on the market, and I was like, bro, can you please split up this Berserker? I don't know what time zone he was exactly, but he went ghost for like 8 hours. And I was like, this isn't gonna happen. This great pair I've been envisioning is just gonna fall to the wayside. But we were lucky enough and fortunate enough that he broke it apart for us. I found 13, Crystal Veil number 13, one of my lucky numbers on the Crystal Veil Tavern. I want to say for 109,000 crystal for this one, and then the Berserker being 112 or so. And I've been eyeing the Gen0 market for quite a bit actually, just to kind of see. I have a few other NFTs that actually have done pretty well that I was thinking about liquidating, and I'm honestly glad I didn't, because it's pretty pre alpha on a lot of those projects. So I was able to diamond hand those and still, scrape together the pot and get these Gen0s. Well, I'll be able to summon here for the first time today. This one's on summon 69 Dags. I mean, if it wasn't destined, then I don't know what is,
Well, and the best is, like, I wake up in the morning and I have like a 5:30 a.m. text from you, and you're like, bro, I could buy a Gen0, and you just showed me like one of your degen plays that, like, and it was one you were like, hey, what do you think about this one? And I'm like, man, I'm not doing that. And then you're like, 2 Gen0s, baby.
It just so happens. But I mean, if we're speaking facts out here, Dags, I've probably sent you 2 or 3 in the past few weeks that have been completely ripped.
Only need one.
And that's just the crypto casino, baby. That's just how it goes. It's a beautiful thing. And again, this is something I talked about yesterday. We were talking about kind of our ideas of things we wish we could have told ourselves 1 to 2 years ago. And my main thing was like, take profits. Take profits. And this for me was taking profits somewhere else and moving it into somewhere else that, again, is speculative. It still is staying in the crypto scene. But it is something for me that's much more safer, of course, than just putting it and fishing it into a bunch more degen projects and trying to flip it that way. This is consistency. It will allow me to summon these Gen 1 10 out of 10s like you've been doing for so often. My first Dread Knight, Dags, was built off of your first pair, one of those 5/5 paladins that you gifted me. Like, you didn't even ask me of anything for it, and I just built up that tier from those. So I'm really hoping, this is going to build shapeshifters. Of course, I can't go above, the spellbow class yet, but it'll be pretty sweet to have some of that side of the tree being built out. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Super
And you
excited.
have
How do you?
3 matching traits on this, right? Well,
Yeah. How do you
besides
think I did on the
primary
pair?
class.
Sorry, I've been rambling so much. Here is the pair for you. How do you think I did overall?
Well, I gotta wait for the 6 seconds on the YouTube, so I'll tell you in 6 seconds
I hate
because
this.
I can't
If
see your
anyone
screen
knows
yet.
how we can get a guest on Streamlabs to see what I'm like overlaying on
I
the
was
edge.
seeing them earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. I
They
mean,
just disappeared. All right, here we go.
whatever. We'll figure it out.
Oh, no, you scrolled. There we go. All right, so we got explosion, which could be pretty damn cool, and then you have toxic. So for a shapeshifter who looks like they're going to be primarily a melee class, I think the double explosion is going to be cool, and the toxic is going to be great. Now we did talk about it, like instead of going a primary mutation chance with the shapeshifter, potentially trying to get a subclass match,
Yeah.
because then you'd never get a 5 out of 5 summon, and that's kind of like the whole. I'm just gonna call it the Brown Gent strategy because he's like, you're gonna get more value out of a 10 out of 10 than you are out of 5 out of 5,
That's true.
and you're gonna get a hell of a lot of value on a 10 out of 10 that has an advanced subclass,
Or 2 or 3. That's
right?
big.
So I'm just talking subclass. So if you can get the 3 trait matches and the subclass match, hang on 1 second, I got a cough.
All good.
All right. I mean, that would be awesome. But I think personally, for your first Gen0 pair, you got to get that primary match. It just feels so much better. So,
You sent me a really good pair just real quick that was, no primary or no class mutation, and it had I believe it was a 3 advanced mutation active passive as well. And that was actually one I kept going back to. I didn't really talk to you about my thought process in full yet, but that was one I kept being like, damn, I do have this one as a backup plan. And I think it had that subclass mutation as well. And you were just like, this is an option. It's a little off the wall, but I did kind of lead to
it was like a
having
priest and
that
a thief,
shapeshifter.
right?
Yeah, and having
There's
those
a
5 out of
well,
5
and because one of them was legendary, and you had mentioned that you wanted a legendary one, and just kind of, you forget how important those rarity boosts are when you're just working off the regular portal.
Yeah, I did move away from the legendary though. I mean, as you see, I kind of shifted towards it was the seer, who I think was gonna get matched up with this guy anyway. So I would have had to negotiate with that guy to split the pair still. But I did end up with number 13 instead. The legendary was the seer, but I swapped it out.
Was it the preset workhorse? But not sure, Mello. We were just kind of. I wasn't paying. I was at work. I wasn't tracking the transactions too hard, so we don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a nice pair. Have you looked at what kind of professions and craftings this will yield?
Let's pull it up. I honestly, most of my focus was on. I loved having agility sitting as still a good percentage, a little under wisdom, and I loved vitality and endurance. I think this was a hit, and even having wisdom, I do think we're gonna see a lot of more magic dealers, a lot more spells being thrown at our faces. So we're gonna want some wisdom on people that are gonna be taking these hits. And shapeshifter, has to be in the front row, I believe, or well, it doesn't have to be in the front row, excuse me, but most likely will probably be in the middle to the front, and potentially will end up getting pushed out to the front at times. So,
And it would be cool if you had vitality, or it's cool you have intelligence in the green stat boost. It'd be cool to have vitality in there because those early vitality boosts, even if it's just 2 stat points, are pretty damn cool. But yeah, I mean, wisdom, agility, luck, intelligence, dex, those are good.
Right
Especially agility, like, seems to be the play on a shapeshifter.
I'm not going to act like I know exactly where shapeshifter lies on some of this crafting yet, but it does have good percents on blacksmithing and leatherworking. I think shapeshifter could be all right, especially it being an advanced class. And then it's got armor smithing and leatherworking on the crafting too. So pretty cool. Most likely going to get fire or light, and plains and Arctic if you're really looking out for that. So I don't know, pretty cool. We're gonna do the summon right now if that's all right with you, Dags, while we're showcasing them. and of course, we like to give glory to their names. We have Ihone, however you want to pronounce that, for follow, and Bald Cold Rumble Pike. I love this guy, Mr. Bald Cold, and he's bald, dude. Could it be any better? Big shout out to Mellow Green Giant. I can finally see the donations when they come, and I can actually shout you guys out. So love Streamlabs for that. Big shout out to you, Mellow Green Giant, for the 100 crystal. Much love. No subclass mutation here, other than like a little Dags odds on a bard. That'd be sweet to pull some shapeshifter bards, or even Zerker bards, so I could have.
That'd be a hell of a play, shapeshifter bard, because that can lead you down to that spellbow.
Exactly.
The pure spellbow.
I'd love to have. I'm not big on subclasses yet, mainly because I just don't summon a ton. So most of them I just go for class mutations or advanced passives. So that's pretty cool. But 60 being the floor here is just beautiful. Every summon is 60, right? Beyond that point. That's pretty cool. I mean, I know your 10 out of 10s are a little cheaper for the first few summons, right? But you got one level 15. Okay, so that's just the confirmation after, right? Yeah, that was just the confirmation. That's why no sounds there. Sweet.
And I'm a little behind. Are you stoning it?
Yeah, I am gonna stone it. And we'll get the +5.
Are you gonna keep it, no matter what?
The first one?
Because it is your first Gen 0 summon. This is, I burnt the shit out of mine.
I hear you. The first one, I'm going to actually go with an Agi Stone. I think I'll mostly go with Agi Stones in case I do get a kick-ass shapeshifter. I don't think I'll pull many, on my Gen 1s here, the Gen 1s that I'm summoning. I don't think I'll do many like regular or graders unless I'm just feeling frisky. But most of them will at least be Stone just because I am getting so many points. If I get a Mythic, I'd love to get a good Mythic. You know what I mean? Have all those.
That's the only thing, dude. It's like the only reason I stone my Gen 0 summons. I lose money on it. What are the stones? Are they like 75 cents a piece now?
Yeah, they're pretty
or something like that.
Shout out
but it's like
for that donation.
If you hit on a mythic, dude, it's just like, and you're like, I didn't stone it. Now you're like, okay, am I sending this to the pit? Mm-hmm. And that's not what I want to think about with my mythics.
No, you don't want to.
Remember on that 2-hour stream where I summoned that mythic priest?
Yeah.
Or mythic wizard.
Mythic wizard, yeah.
And I was like super disappointed. I literally woke up in the morning and thought about burning it.
I mean, there was one when you were away. I got a mythic. I think it was a wizard as well. Unless we're thinking about the same one.
I had a greater stone on that one though. I just was disappointed in its.
Yeah.
And its
Mine is stoneless as well. I mean, it does suck. It does suck, and that's why for me, just in case it is a kick-ass hero, it's getting that 15 tier bonus or 5 tier bonus with level 15, and another 2 from, or well, 5 cumulatively, of course. But just the bonuses from these levels overall. I think I'm gonna stone it. It's 70 tiers total, 60 crystals. So all in all, probably like 100 total, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad at all. So
yeah, beef. That's what we're talking about, man. Just using lessers. I love this pop up, being able to see what the donate app is doing, man. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so clutch. Big shout out to 2 Noobs for that. I also did.
Damn, 100 tiers too. Jesus.
Love it. Big shout out to Eric for the bloaters as well. He just implemented DFK chain as well, so you don't have to move to Clayton to go send anything. I don't know the tokens exactly that are able to be sent. Haven't gotten to donate to anyone just yet since that update, but yeah, pretty cool. He's working, he's continuously updating features and such, so it's beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Let's see what we got on our first Gen 0 summon here, Dags. Hoping for a shapeshifter.
Sticks Intern is here giving us donating to us, man, but I mean they just added him they announced that they were going to add him to the artist tab too.
Yes, sir. Big shout out to a few members of the community. We got some the castle's filling it up, baby. We got Sticks Intern. We got Wowie as well. And then we have I believe Donate, right? 2 Noobs.
2 Noobs got in.
Entered into the castle. So 3 new submissions. Huge stuff. And we got a seer for our first summon as well. So we'll pop this open. But yeah, huge shout out to all them boys. And if you are a content creator, if you are part of the space, developing a third-party tool, and it's helping the community. Just apply to the artist section, and most likely the team will get you in there.
A full notification though if they do accept you, you have to dox
Yeah, you do have to dox. Of course, since they
to
are kind
them,
of
not to
developing that
everybody.
partnership, that only makes sense. But it's pretty cool. You got the likes of Mythic Squad. A bunch of good people. Grady, KP, of course. Now Sticks intern, Wowie, and the likes. It's a lot of good stuff there. And just a great way to showcase your community. I love DFK for that. And the community just keeps on building from Mythic Squad to us, to ADFK, to Around the Bend. To Zealous, who just spent 2 hours with the boy Trade Room before this. Trade spent like 3 hours. He literally went 6:30 to 9:30 Eastern. Probably just got off a few minutes ago. A lot of good stuff in that interview. Definitely check that out if you missed it. Man, let's pop over this summon. Let's see what.
Yeah,
Let's see
what'd you
what the
get?
Seer's looking like. Uncommon, baby. Little 10 out
Nice.
of 10 to start it off. Rune, Rock Grip. So hopefully this thing's about to bring home a lot of mokshes.
Rock rip.
No Rock Grip. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so no advanced, no passives, just a little basic. And that's why you put the lessers. You don't want to go spending a bunch of crystals. I think stones. I think these greater stones should be saved for these, rerolls. These level 10, level 15, level 20 rerolls, where we're really locking in on what kind of class we want and can kind of hopefully pinpoint a little better what good heroes we need. So
Dude, you got double critical aim. That's
double
gonna make
critical
some
aim.
nice babies.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Anything in the recessives? Nothing at all. All right. First one, a success. I'll probably keep them again if critical aim is that fond over. We'll get some summons off of this one, and again, 10 summons on that bad boy. So we'll keep spinning them out. 3 days?
I'm gonna do mine
so
too.
I'm hyped. Rock Grip is crazy though. That is crazy. All right.
All right, I'm taking the screen.
Take it. I'll have to
All
add
right.
you up. Let me pull you up when you're
Here we
ready.
go.
You're on?
I
Bang.
think so. I gotta wait 6 seconds to see.
I got you. There we go. And
While I'm doing that, I'll unlock my treasure.
the people will verify. But I do think we see you, Dags, here. Dags is unlocking his treasure. Let me know. Verify in the chat, please, people, that we see Dags here about to summon this crystal. What do you got in here? Show the.
Hey, I'm waiting for the switch. I don't.
What do you got? What'd you throw it or?
Oh, there it is. These are my Gen Zeros.
Okay. So
I think I have the numbers memorized. Let's see.
I definitely don't.
We can do hero data real quick. 308. And you know what? You said you like that number 13.
Mhm.
Try and get the number 13 from Sarandale 1, because that thing's a freaking DFK artifact, man.
Oh, probably impossible, huh? Are they out?
Freyalla's hero. You're probably never gonna get
This
it,
is the
but-
Gen0 story I wanted you to kind of elaborate on. I think you spoke on it before a little bit, but I wanted to talk to you about it. So Freyalla or Sarah or the
No,
mixture.
not Sarah. Freya is separate from Sarah.
Okay.
But they were like working together.
So they
and
were in essence an escrow service in the beginning.
Where you could trade heroes. I think this was before hero rental. I mean, my memory is just so shot on things I should have remembered. But yeah, you could send Sarah your heroes, and it was before the tavern, before rentals. And Sarah would make sure that the other person got the jewel, and you could rent heroes. And so she would, or he would have both Gen Zeros do the damn summon, like send the byproduct off, send your Gen Zeros back, send the jewel to the other person. Like, we would literally just send our Gen Zeros to a person that we didn't even know. And I think since Sarah's name was a girl's name, people trusted him more.
Interesting concept.
And not related to the team. And then started building like a project where it was like a Starship project, like an NFT project. And one of the people who had been working with, can't remember the name of the other person that Sarah worked with, ended up being an alt account for Freya. And then, like, as that information came out, like Freyalla, the game had like just rugged. And it's like I still have, like, I was looking through my I was looking through my what's it called, my private keys the other day, and I still have the private key for my Freala wallet. Like it's
The
funny.
memories of a rug, I think, are sometimes worse than a rug itself. Bringing
Party
it
hat.
up
Oh yeah.
a year after, 2 years after. For me today, actually, Dags, and this is something I think about when you miss a play. Sometimes it is for the worst, but sometimes you can't really think. Oh yeah, I would have diamond handed it all the way to the peak. You probably would have sold somewhere before, but I had a play before. I went to shower. I completely forgot about it for like an hour or two. And this thing literally 20 to 30x'd and then rugged completely. And I just missed it, and I came back to the shambles. And, looking at the chart is going to do you no good. Looking at where it went, how high it went, the profits you could have made, it is going to do you zero good. So the best thing to do is delete the coin from your history. Sell any spare scraps. If it's a complete rug, of course. This isn't financial advice, but this is just stuff I do with some degen crypto coins. And especially that Sol. Sol is a crypto casino right now, and it's insane. But a lot of crypto fun
Well,
lately.
I was so stupid when we first started, when the game first came out, that like we were looking. This was before Shavas Runes had come out. Someone put in the Discord chat like, "Oh, here's the contract for Shavas Ruins." I data mined it, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet! I'm gonna go grab a few of these." So I probably grabbed like 10 Shavas coins, but when the name popped up, like the I don't know what it was, like the S was like a Z or something like that, but I didn't know what the hell they were. I didn't know it was spelled wrong. Totally just bought like a shit coin that someone named Shavas
Oh my!
off of the decks, and it's sitting in my Harmony wallet still. Like, and I probably paid like $10 for it because I was like, oh, I need this. We're gonna need this. I'm getting in early. Blah blah blah. Like, early DFK was wild.
Yeah, dude. I mean, early
especially
DeFi,
like I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
That's the thing. A lot
I
of
didn't know
people's
anything.
first exposure to a lot of these DeFi aspects were from DFK. Mine especially. So oh my God, people are bringing up Harmonies. I remember those. My goodness.
Oh
Harmony just
yeah,
brings
remember
up
the Harmonauts too?
Harmonauts, Harmony Wallet. Oh my God, all this just brings up some bad memories, some good, but Jesus.
Yeah.
It is, and it still is, honestly, but it definitely was the Wild West, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
Let's check out this summon here.
Yeah, let's see.
So this is my usual pair. I could get a Paladin with a subclass of Shapeshifter. And then I have little Dags odds there of Bard or Ninja.
Okay.
In the subclass, which would be cool. I got a chance at Daze, chance at Exhaust, chance at Intimidation, and then kind of sitting down here, Explosion, Efficient, Toxic, Intimidation, Leadership. I don't think I've ever hit any of these down here, but I mean, they're fun. The most common thing I get double woodworking a lot. But it's like I'm ripping paladins, warriors, and knights, so it like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
they're not great woodworkers.
Not knights, not maybe warriors. I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's hit this. Did I talk so long that my treasure locked again? We'll find out. No, it's not locked. We're in good shape.
I got a few more summons tonight, actually. I've been scouring and putting together some pairs of Gen 1 10 out of 10s. Let's see what you got.
Mega, people keep saying your mic's quiet. I don't know if you can adjust that.
I keep moving it away because I don't want you to echo. But
yeah, I don't know. All right, we got a rare Zerk, Warrior
go.
Zerk, which is nice. I'll take it. The Wisdom bonus. So I mean, if Magic, let's see, there it is. There's that double woodworking, like I said, foraging. I like the foraging. All right, we got Daze, Exhaust, Foresight, and Stalwart. Is Stalwart the blind one, or is Stalwart the poison one?
Yeah, Stalwart is prevention to poison.
Yeah, so this is a good freaking hero then.
Yeah.
We got Daze, Exhaust, Foresight, because there's gonna be agility, because I think that's how we build our warriors now.
Damn, bro.
Agility, dex,
A
and
nice
strength and
rare with
vitality.
two out of 4 advanced is just a beautiful thing, and especially on the tavern, that's priced beautifully, I'm sure.
And then I put the tier bonus in. What are the stats anyway? 13 strength right now, 14 vitality. That's a good start. That's a good start.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm probably keeping this one.
Looks to be a keeper for sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking through because.
And the Berserker. I mean, if I have a melee class, I love a Berserker subclass, because it's like if I need wisdom or intelligence, I'm ticking the free, like the guaranteed level up point anyway. Those are never gonna roll for it. So like just having like a 24% sitting at strength, unaltered, like, well, I guess tier bonus. I mean, that's freaking sweet. And the double tier bonus from Gen0s, man, like, how can you not think about like level 100 when you're starting to see those bonuses? It's insane. So yeah, I like this one. Tell Mega to make babies with intern or trade kids or whatever. I mean NFTs.
Yeah, let me know, Sticks. Let me know, intern. Let me know what you got with that pair. I don't mind selling it, but it is my first baby from my Gen0, so
we're back to you.
It's gonna be tough. I marry some of my heroes, bro. It's hard for me to get rid of them, except for the pit. The pit sometimes just entices me. All right, we're back on me. This is actually, I'm looking at this pair tags. This is almost better than my Gen0 pair. It's just 2 10 out of 10s. But Shapeshifter, Toxic, little Dags odds at Hardened Shield. 10 chances at this. Show me some money on this one. Show me some goods on this pair. Once or twice. I'm gonna throw in an agility on this one. I think once or twice I might throw a nice stone on this pair, just to see what happens. Or maybe wait to throw them in the pit. I don't know. We'll see. One of them's level 10.
What level were they?
It's a Seer Zerker, but it's got the chance at a Shapeshifter, Hardened Shield, Toxic.
Yeah, but what level were the heroes?
One's 10, one's 1. That's the only problem.
That's kind of annoying.
So pit would just be 5, I believe. Only get 2 tear bonus on it, which is kind of unfortunate. And we're going to stone it with a lesser swiftness for that Shapeshifter. Let's see what we got. I should play some music in the background.
Oh, man. This app doesn't have the... Does it not tell us how long we've been streaming for?
No, I hate that. It doesn't even show me where I'm looking.
We haven't even hit the AMA yet, have we?
Yeah, we got a big notes section here, Dags, that I haven't touched.
Let me wrangle this back in here while you're doing that.
Yeah, please do. Most of it at the bottom though. We kind of like reversed course.
Well, we at least did the JJ teaser. We wanted to talk about battle budget, weighted in stone.
Budget. I'm excited. I'm excited about this kind of like inventory feel. This perspective of what we can bring to battle. The stone. That's genius, I think. Measuring in stone. The weight is termed in stone instead of pounds or kilograms or anything like that. I think.
Isn't that how they weigh in like the UK?
Stone, maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, they weigh their money in pounds.
But their weight in stone.
No, I think that was just a joke. Isn't there a British pound? I don't think.
Oh
it's
man,
based
I'll
on
do
weight.
it right now.
Because they have kilograms, so I don't know. The pound, I don't think that's valid out there except for money. I don't know, bro.
How many stone does a, what am I? I think I'm like 290 now. 290 pound person weigh.
9 out of 9 Zerker. Damn it. Didn't get the Shapeshifter, but that's all right.
Convert pounds to stone.
Toxic.
I weigh 20.7 stone. What'd you get, baby?
We did get Toxic. 20.7 stone? Is that what you weigh?
That's what I weigh.
So what's the conversion? Like 20 pounds per stone?
Something like that.
I don't know. No, I think my math is way off there. I can't do math. It's late on a Saturday. It's close
I don't know.
Doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, stone will be the weight for battle inventory. So that's going to be exciting.
We need Emerson. Where's Emerson? Get in here, dude. Tell us about stone.
Oh my goodness. goodness, that's gonna be a lot of fun. But you can bring. This is the interesting part. You can bring, let's say for example, 20 stone worth of potions, but you'll only be able to use like 9. And I think the potions we use are gonna be weighed at 3 stone. I'm pretty sure I saw something, or they mentioned something about you being able to use a weight of like, for example, now you have 3 potions.
Yeah.
But some of the bigger potions, the bigger health potions, you can bring those health potions as long as they fit in your bag, those bigger ones. But it might cost you 6 or 5, 4, 4 or 5, 6 stone. It's gonna cost you more than a smaller potion, is basically what I'm saying, of course. But how you play your potions is gonna be crucial. If
Yeah.
you're even using potions at all. If you're trying to save potions, of course, I don't blame you. I'm trying to save money too.
Now you got any potion LP?
I do have a little. I don't think it's on this account. I've been buying potions on this account. Or no, maybe it is this account. If I have the potions on here, it probably is. Yeah, I've been buying up a bunch, which reminds me I probably should go craft some. Not been buying them. I've been crafting them. Just when I get some tiers from my questing wallet, I'll come in here, craft a few. In preparation, because we know, typically these things go up for a little bit. Maybe they do come down after. I don't know. But I'm just preparing. Maybe I'll sell some off. Maybe I'll need them. I hunt a lot,
Yeah.
so I'm definitely gonna need them.
You think we're gonna see armor?
I do think
Yeah.
we're gonna see armor. That's a good one. We
Good.
have what, blades, staffs, bows. Man, I think for me to think on it, I really don't think we'll see any of those items return as far as loot in this next hunt. This next one I think will be completely unique. Like you
Yeah.
said, armor. I could definitely see armor. But what else will we see, Dags? What else do you think we'll see?
Yeah, I don't even know all the armor slots off the top of my head. Let's take a look.
I have no idea.
Well, because I mean, all there are is weapons, right? So you got weapons, you got armor, you got a hand slot, you got an amulet,
Ooh.
an accessory slot, and a
For
pet slot.
armor, we don't have the how do you say it? The categories, the different types. There it is. For weapons, we got 1-hand axe, we got 2-hand axe, we got all of these. You got an armor, you don't yet.
Yeah.
Are you thinking along the lines of helmet, chest plate, leggings? I wonder.
No, I think it's going to be like, what game did I play? I played some MMO where like you would get an armor set and it was just you got the entire armor set.
Right.
And so it was like if you got the armor, it changed your leggings, your chest, and your helm. And then there was a feature to disable helm so you could see hero hair. And I'm thinking that's what they're going with, but it looks like there's an empty slot underneath the armor. So like,
when you go to hero.
yeah, is that going to be like mount, or are they thinking of expanding on the armor?
Oh, right here, and they're definitely. I mean, if you're looking balance, the beauty of it, of course, is we could build all the way up here. Who knows what they have in store? But right now we have 2 offhand slots, an accessory, a pet. Oh, this is a better view actually. 2 full hand slots. Main hand slots. I guess that would be. Well, actually, is this main hand, and then is this offhand, and then are these 2 like glove slots, or how are you viewing this? Have they said?
So if you look at a knight, it's pretty clear.
Okay.
You have the main hand slot, you have the offhand slot where the knight's shield is.
Okay.
So
right,
that first hand on the right
Okay.
is your offhand. Below that is your second weapon. So I think it sounds like if you want to use subclass abilities, you need to have the subclass's weapon equipped. So it's sounding to me, and I don't like this personally. It sounds like you have to switch to your subclass's weapon to like activate the subclass, which, it's like if I have a thief move that doesn't require a dagger, why do I need to switch to a dagger to use those subclass abilities?
Right.
So
I actually can equip a second gore score. But what good does that do? Anything?
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, I know. Like, what is the idea? So you're saying this is for subclass?
That's kind of what that's the way they talk about subclass. They make it seem like you're gonna have to switch to your subclass abilities. You have to switch your weapons.
Okay.
And I mean, some moves it makes sense, right? You can't do a piercing shot without a bow, right?
Yeah, I guess that
But
makes sense.
for a war cry, do I need a warrior weapon equipped? Why can't my um like wizard subclass warrior do a war cry without switching a weapon set?
Right. Certain moves you're saying don't seem to call for the weapon in
Right.
question. I could get that. I could definitely
So
get that.
that's kind of like one of the things that like, and I'm just going off of what everything sounds like the way they talk about subclasses. I'm just kind of going off of that. But if that's kind of how it is, I'll get used to it.
Hmm.
But it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. I mean, while we're still on this subject, Dags, they mentioned offhand real quick. What do you know anything about a focus? Is that an item you've seen in any games? I feel like I haven't really seen.
Yeah,
Seen
let
perks,
me. So here's where I saw it, like my number one place. Well, obviously D&D, but D&D doesn't give you a good visual.
Okay, so it wasn't D&D. I don't.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Um,
So this will be something. I can't remember if they distinguished. Maybe they did say just priests. Was it just priests, or was it mages of all types? I'm unsure. But
so
regardless,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be an offhand.
So I'll take the screen real quick.
Yeah.
But like this is stuff from freaking like 1995. So these are gonna look shitty. But EverQuest had a lot of like offhand items like let's say caster. They had like cones. Let's see if I can find one. No. Let's see casting items. So they had like tomes. Um, here, like so your caster could have like these like spell energy shields.
It's like an aura almost.
Yeah, and then there was like let's see, what do they have? Tome. You could hold like a small book. I can't remember a lot of them, but
Okay.
let's
We
see if
got
I
chat
can.
here saying they def had it in WoW. Says sticks intern. Basically an orb or smaller trinket that you hold. Think of a mage holding a crystal
Yeah,
to charge them.
or like
I like
here's
that.
one.
I like
I
that a
think
lot.
it was, how do you spell Stein? Stein of Magog. I think that's how you spell it. Where you just just in your hand you have a freaking beer mug.
That's beautiful.
Some of them, they have ones that look like knives. They have ones that look like a crystal ball. And it's just kind of it could be a staff. It could be a wand.
Yeah.
But
like
it's
it.
just I'm gonna give you back the monitor. So,
Perfect.
but yeah, like just an additional item. If you want to go down a terrible route, you could look up what was that stupid website where people would like be able to look up random services? Craigslist. You can look up the Craigslist ad for charging a JO crystal. Because there's a bro who needs the help of other bros to charge his JO crystal. It's an awful thing to look up. Be warned, I didn't tell you to go there. It's freaking hilarious, but that is a focus. He needs to focus his JO crystal.
What is it? What is this dude advertising out here? What is?
It's
is
so bad.
What happened?
JO means jack off. Just if you're wondering.
Oh my god! I mean, no,
some guy put an ad.
Put two or two together. Jesus.
Some guy put an ad. He's like, I need some cool bros to charge my JO crystal, and he has a literal crystal necklace. Let's go back to the AMA though, instead of charging your JO crystal.
So we do have dual wielding. Talking about weapons.
They didn't seem that into that, man.
No dual wielding. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on here?
I don't know, but I mean, dual wielding is just like every game I've played. It's been such like, well, I guess not Elder Scrolls. I felt like dual wielding is kind of crappy in Elder Scrolls, but like because you can't, I don't think you can even do it in Morrowind.
Right.
But like the MMOs I've played, Dungeons and Dragons, like dual wielding has always been so cool.
I do love a good dual wield, of course.
But not here. Not here.
Not
You
in
know what?
DFK, though, it
If they don't
seems.
have dual wield, they must have something better. There has to be a reason. So
Yeah, you'd like to
and
assume so. You'd like to hope so. We'll have to see. That's interesting. Of course, we got BYOP coming around the corner. We talked about potions a little bit. No plans for promoting potion
hold up
brewing.
before we move on.
Yeah,
There was one thing I saw
yeah, for sure.
when they were talking about offhand items. They mentioned that there are classes that can only have two-handed weapons equipped.
Only.
Did you hear that?
No, I missed. I only listened to bits and pieces, so I'm glad you caught that. Damn.
It's nuts. It's
Okay.
nuts.
Okay.
Anyway,
And
I
I
just
love how
thought
we're
that
just
was
kind of
weird.
getting bits and pieces from the team. You know, as stuff
Mhm.
comes out, they're kind of determining where they want to go, and ask questions. Ask questions in the AMA because if they don't have them, they end them early. So ask
Mhm.
whatever bullshit theory crafting questions you have. Throw them in the chat during the week if you think of them. Just keep them loaded with questions. We like when they have a pool of questions to go through.
Mhm.
Because the simpler ones get a simple answer, but the ones that they can kind of dive in and speak alpha. Oh, I love those questions. What's good, Hope? What's good,
Yeah,
everyone
Hope's
in the
talking
chat
about
here
like
today?
Archer. Yeah, Archer
Silver
makes sense.
Streak, Red Room, Beef, Intern, of course.
But then, like Hope, like D&D, you could have a ranger who has a bow, but there's also a dual wielding ranger, which is cool too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess it is just an archer, but it makes sense that since the class is an archer, not a ranger, that it has to use a
That's
bow.
gonna be interesting, though. That's gonna
Yeah,
be really, really
yeah.
interesting.
What did you I just forgot what I was gonna ask you. Never mind.
Well, we can move into
What did
yeah.
you think about them not having a potion brewing promotion for BYOP?
Yeah, that was interesting. And as far as that, you're just saying like an event, like okay,
Yeah.
go get some potions type thing.
Yeah, like when we had the pet treats, you make
Yeah.
X
Okay.
amount of
Yeah.
pet treats and you get more back. I think it's a good idea that they're not doing it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're kind of doing away with it because they don't want to incentivize a dump off of sorts where everyone's like, okay, everyone's doing it, or I don't know if they want to manipulate things. And it's not manipulation, but I don't know if they want to kind of like set people up for failure. Some win, some lose.
We don't want
I
to.
don't
I
know.
don't think they should set a precedent like that. Anytime a new feature comes out,
Yeah.
we got to have a promotion to push it.
Yeah. Sometimes
It's like if you
beef,
don't see the
sometimes
value in potions now, like
then there's
find out.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see. And again, let's go look at the floor. Again, we're probably a week out from this new event, unless they drop the BYOP before they drop the second Void Hunt. Let's see if there's even any liquidity. People have been putting it in here. We'll just go to simple health potions. We'll do the vials first. We'll go 1 to Jewel. About 10 Jewel. Or excuse me, 0.10. 0.1 Jewel. Let's go to the big health potions. One of those is closer to almost 1 Jewel. So a 10 times value for something that is crafted with 4 health vials. You have some other materials in there, of course, but 4 health vials, and it's 10 times the value. So interesting numbers there. Let's go check the mana just to kind of compare and contrast while we're here. Mana vial, one of them's going for about 10 as well. Excuse me, 0.1 Jewel. If I could read correctly, let's go to a full mana potion. About the same. About the same ratio. About 10x. About 10x on that. What's your thoughts there, Dags? I know the alchemy formula includes some other items. I know.
Part of that could just be people buying out the larger potions right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think.
So one potion is 3k gold. You have to add that. You have to add 20 tiers. And the rest of it's pretty negligible, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's pretty low.
And it's like when I go on those crafting sprees, like I don't have enough gold.
Yeah. Gold is something
crazy.
that I think is so slept on. We're using it so much in hunts. I mean, let's just see what 3k gold is. Okay, so now we're up to 0.3 roughly. Excuse me, 0.7 because there's four vials. So 0.7 roughly. And then crystal. It was 20 tiers. Excuse me, tiers.
And they have gold mining already.
Man, 0.3.
They're gonna have the ore mining. Do you think ore mining will yield gold or no? I personally I don't. But
Do I think gold mining. Wait, say that
I
again.
mean, I'm sorry, ore mining.
Ore
Using
mining,
ore
yeah.
mining.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think it could, but there is gold mining, so it might just be like something. Okay, you're doing separate ores here, maybe. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's just going to become more and more of a pain in the ass to get gold.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, shoot, gold is expensive. Could it be kind of the gatekeeping entry fee that increases? You know, crystal's been seeming to kind of stagnate around what, a cent or two as of late. In between there exactly right now at 0.0155. Gold is precious, trade says. Gold is.
But then you got Eric. I'm donating 200K a week to the
Damn,
raffle at
bro.
ADFK.
I
Dude,
mean,
I'm always out of gold.
yeah.
And maybe that's because I use it to buy my like lesser crystals.
Let's go check the gold chart just for example. I
But
see.
I buy it. I use my gold to buy lesser crystals, and I use it for crafting.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm always out of it.
I mean, I'm using it for hunts constantly, and I'm constantly buying it too. I
And
feel
hunts.
like hunts. I mean, you're talking 1K per. You're talking 500 on a retry. Let's just see. 1,000 is about 0.07 joule per hunt, about 0.0336 if you're doing a retry. Let's just go check the chart, you know, over a 5-day period or the longer period, 5-day period.
I'm going back to our notes, and I just got so many notifications for like retweets and taggings for the mythic giveaway,
Yeah.
the 400 giveaway.
I mean, check this. We did have a double up within, the week just on gold. If you're really examining these charts, what is this, January 23rd, so about a week and a half ago, we went from about 0.05's 0.06's range on this floor. We almost went 3x to 0.01, well, 3 zeros and then 1.5.
Yeah.
And it came right back down. You know, people probably sold off. I don't know. There probably are people that are watching this much more closely than we are. Let's see where
As long
we've
as it
been.
doesn't hit a penny, I'm okay.
We were higher though. I mean, if you look at the chart over time, you know, we have been much higher. It's not a great chart, but who am I to judge, honestly? What the hell am I looking at, Dags? I just want to play the game. Why are we even looking at charts? We leave that to the 3-hour stream before us, so I could try to understand stuff that I don't understand. But big shout out to Trade Room there. Void hunts. We're talking void hunts. Chinese New Year's around the corner. We're having an event with DFK. That was announced.
Dude, I got a sweet freaking idea for the Chinese New Year.
Yeah? Interesting.
And so it's like, I think it's Year of the Dragon, right? So what if like similar to the Void skin and the Plague skin, they have like they have like a dark summoning event? Because like last time I was talking to Bolin, he was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are gonna love the next burn mechanic." So what if it's another dark summoning event and it's like you get like a red like dragon skin with like some dragon features and stuff. Like maybe you can get like a dragon crest or like the freaking like webbed ears or whatever, or like just red skin or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be freaking cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dags. I know we spoke on the burn mechanic a little bit with Bolon when he was on. Go rewatch that if you guys are interested to hear what he had to say about the burn mechanic upcoming. I forget a lot. Did he say that it is not a void hunt based burn mechanic? Did he confirm or deny that at all? I know he didn't confirm it, obviously, like fully, but did he deny that at all? Do you remember?
What do you mean?
Like, could it be something where these void shards that we've been collecting? I don't think the second void hunt is gate kept by this, but you know, maybe the second void hunt isn't the upcoming burn mechanic. Maybe it's the third void hunt. Could the third void hunt be gate kept by void shards? And could the dragon, the Year of the Dragon, the third void hunt potentially enemy, be able to burn your heroes to a damn crisp, never to be seen again? But the loot be so damn massive. A dragon blade, a dragonstone sword of sorts, or you know, something fucking nuts. A dragon tier necklace. I don't know, an amulet similar to Scully's Eye. Like, what if he gives Scully's Eye? Isn't the Scully's Eye a dragon type item? I don't know, bro. I'm speculating here. But what if one of these burn mechanics truly is a void hunt based burn mechanic? What do you think about that?
I'm pretty sure he said they were gonna have hero burn PVE.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I think they said they were gonna have hero burn PvP as well when he was on our stream.
Battle to the death,
But
baby.
I don't think it's going to be the second void hunt where we're just getting to use our level 12s.
I'm a little eager. I'm a little eager. But what better time, honestly? Hero inflation. Some people say we don't have enough heroes. Some people say hero inflation. What a better time to settle both the parties and say, okay, if we had too many heroes, well then go battle. Go burn them in the damn PVE, PvP burn sounds insanity, bro. That sounds like a lot of shit talk waiting to happen, a lot of ill will against some competitors in the community. If
And
you lose your team.
I don't want to be fighting dragons at level 12. I think that would be an insult to dragons. So maybe
Yeah.
like some whelps or something like that.
Yeah.
But they said it was gonna be an animal,
Yeah.
right?
Winston, not Winston F11, but Winston Jazz Hands was in Discord one of these days this past week in the morning and just posted like an egg. He just posted an egg. And I think that was a little teaser. I don't think the comment he was referring to as well, it was very peculiar. I think, but then later in the week, we were hearing the dragon stuff come out. You were mentioning it. People on streams were mentioning it. And I was like, and the Year of Dragon, of course, in the AMA mentioned. And I was like, wait, what if that egg, and I was thinking chickens when I first saw that egg. I was like, okay, it's going to be a big bok. We're going from boars to boks. We're fighting these, and then maybe some baby hens. I don't know. Maybe just a big threesome of fat chickens or something. I don't know. Some Family Guy-esque combat. And then I was thinking back after the AMA, I was like, wait, dragons? That egg, maybe that was a dragon egg instead.
So like a summoning mechanic where you have like 3 rounds to destroy the egg, or a new mob is brought on the screen like a hatchling.
Crazy.
How annoying would that be?
So wait a second. Okay, so we got an event. Mr. Bolon Soron says we got an event coming. None of us really know Chinese New Year unless, of course, you probably are Chinese. If you're Chinese, you probably know. I was unfamiliar with the date.
The bold claim that none of us know what the Chinese New
Oh my
Year
god!
is.
Don't hold me to that. That's not what I meant.
You heard it here first, folks. No one knows what the Chinese New Year is.
That's not what I meant at all. That's not what I meant at all. I'm saying the timeline of it is unfamiliar to me, sir. So, but looking at Google, our best friend here, we see Saturday, February 10th next week being the Chinese New Year. Now, what's to say? What if it is a dragon? What if this second Void Hunt is a dragon? Would you be offended? And maybe it's not a full-on dragon. Maybe it's just a whelp, like you said. It is still Year of the Dragon. It's still dragon-esque. Could it be a whelp? Could you be satisfied with the second Void Hunt being a whelp or two? Maybe they're defending the dragon egg, and you got to get that stuff. Who knows? But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be from the, what is it? What's in the tavern? Is it called the Hunters Guild? I think that would be like a cool thing. Like, go into the dragon's lair and clear out, like get the treasure back, and then we run into some of the hatchlings or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Be
pretty interesting.
Hope, because I'm so offended.
Oh my god!
See what you've done. Why does my camera keep? Hello, there we go. Oh, God.
The focus was in and out there. No, but I didn't know it was that
we
close.
Just got canceled. Jewelers are canceled.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know it was that close. That's all I was saying, boys and girls. It is a week out, which is beautiful. So, look for that potentially starting the AMA. Maybe they bring it out a little ahead of the New Year, the Chinese New Year. And that event, maybe it starts Friday or Saturday.
I don't think they'll do a release on a Saturday.
So maybe it's Thursday then, because
please don't do that to Beetle Dude.
Yeah, probably not. So maybe it's Thursday, on the AMA. Maybe they drop the Void Hunt and whatever this is. Maybe it's all coinciding together. Who knows? I'm just speculating. I'm excited. I'm about 2 weeks past when I thought this was gonna come out. So now I'm just spitballing. Now I'm just I'm out of options here, Dax. But
yeah, I didn't think that the Chinese New Year stuff would be related to the Void Hunt. So I honestly thought it was going to be a burn mechanic or a Vizzy. How many days do we have left on the Vizzy?
On the Vizzy, it's coming up, dude, and I have no chef suits, no chef hats yet.
Dude, I told myself I was going to get some on this payday, and then I just haven't.
3 days. I'm probably going to buy. I mean, I like the
3
hat.
days.
I'm not gonna lie, it is a cool Vizzy, but I like the gi more, and I think the airdrop is
12
really
days on the champion gi.
12 days. 12
It's
days.
almost
So
2
definitely
weeks,
allocate
not
some
one.
funds there.
That's too long.
Get a part of that airdrop. You know, some people might give up on it since it isn't like a everyone wins. So in that case, that just means the numbers are more in your favor if people are saying, I'm gonna hold out on this one. I got my white gis
right now.
I want that black gi with that gold belt, baby. That thing is sweet. We'll do a hunt here with a black gi while we're waiting.
I mean, we kind of got to end the show.
What time is it? Oh my god, it's a long show. Oh my god. I'm just spitballing. We do one 4 or 5 hour stream with Mythic Squad tournament, and it's just like these things go.
Let me
really
burn
fast.
through this list real quick here. We'll
Nah,
go
gotta end
speed
this.
rounds.
We gotta end this.
We'll go speed rounds here. All right.
All right, yeah.
Enchantment Alpha. Enchantment is permanent and tied to the durability of the item it's assigned to. Thoughts?
Interesting. End of note.
I like it.
Unless you have a comment.
I think it's great.
Yeah. I mean,
Because it means
exciting.
It means if we have enchanting stones for these slots, we can't just the item's about to break, I'm gonna pull it out. It's stuck there.
Yeah.
So
okay, I see where you're thinking on that note. I wasn't really thinking along those lines, but that's smart. So now you can't really like that enchantment is locked in, you're saying, to that item.
Yep,
You use
locked
that
in
item,
to
you
the
sell that
durability.
item, or the enchantment doesn't go anywhere.
You make it into a Vizzy and a break. Next thing, Gardening Alpha. Considering additional quests to compensate for the excess amount of gardeners and a lack of available questing slots.
Yeah.
So that is, of course, like you get 78 fishers and foragers, but 144 fishers and foragers, and you can only run 78 gardeners.
Right. Yeah, you kind of have to do the math on those.
Is it just going to be the same thing? Like, gardening, I feel like how are they going to do the expedition for that? I don't know. But like, is it going to be the same thing that they announced with mining, where it's just going to be continuous and you can run? You're not going to be restricted to 18 miners anymore.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. I mean, keep an eye out. I don't think that's in the near future, but maybe it is. Who knows?
Okay, next thing. Lower level non-void hunt PvE content is not far away. It's cooking, and they're going to turn their full attention to it soon. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that a lot. And I also think it's going to be pretty basic. You know, if it's going to be an easy mob, the mechanics probably won't be too difficult. It makes me wonder how much I'd want to do it. You know, if there's level 10 and level 12 stuff that's more lucrative, that's getting me better rewards, more chances at mokshas, more XP for my better heroes. How much would I actually be doing these lower or void hunts? Excuse me. I don't know, but yeah, I'd love to see it regardless. I think that's.
It's not void hunts.
It's not void hunts.
No, it's just
Non-void
PvP.
hunt PvE.
It's because they said you were going to be able to get a hero from level 1 to 100 without ever doing a profession quest.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it's just PvE.
So the non-void hunt, does that mean like that's just PvE? You're just facing some.
It
some
means
basically
gameplay,
that means it's
dude.
bosses that
It
are
means
not void hunt.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Because these are boss fights. The void hunts are boss fights.
Oh, okay. So that is kind of cementing it as a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that makes sense. It does feel like a boss fight too, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
With
the void, no, it's not supposed to be like a boss fight. It's just supposed to be a PvE battle. Like, you find a wild Pokemon, you make it faint, and then you go on with your adventure.
Right. Not just, like the boar hunt.
Not like the void hunts. Yeah. The void hunts are boss hunts.
Right.
But they also did say that they're going to release 2 more features, including the void hunts. So I guess after Void Hunt 2, 1 more feature before releasing mining level 10 and yellow eggs. So that's at least in the way of doing these non-PvE combats.
Okay.
And like what Diamondback's saying over there, that's going to be good for new players. Beef said that PvP would provide the most EXP. That's because it's the biggest pain in the ass. We were going to talk about my dumbass Dag's Christian Peter saga.
We'll save that. We'll save that for 2 weeks.
All right, we got Gen0 purchase strategy. I think we beat offhand stuff like that. Beat offhand. God damn it!
What's wrong with you today?
The
Dave?
offhand stuff has been beaten to death between like this stream, Mythic Squad stream, and Sergeant Filthy McNasty stream.
Where is this man's mind, bro?
Where is my mind?
We'll table the KP saga. That's hilarious. I need you to tell the people that. That's hilarious. I
so
like that.
dumb.
We'll
So
talk
dumb.
more Jewelers Joust. I'm hoping to have Duels Season 7 by 2 weeks, by the 17th when you're back. Again, it'll just be me. Maybe I'll have a guest next week. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel like just playing it by myself. I have no idea. We'll see. But Dags will be back in 2 weeks with a special guest on that day. We'll have more Jewelers Joust information on the next few weeks. Anything else we need to table for that next show when we regroup together in 2 weeks?
No, I mean, I think we should get some YouTube content out of how like the wheel's gonna work, and maybe some sample fights, get people excited about it.
For sure.
Don't have to wait until a live stream to get people excited about a tournament/league.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, be on the lookout because we should be posting. I'm hoping we'll be able to get together and do it, Dags, if possible, during the week. Be able to do the actual wheel roll and see what the first restrictions will be for hero class and level. That'll be a lot of fun.
And like, if you're in this chat, chances are you're an advanced player, right? If you're watching this, the point of these tournaments is not just to be for advanced players. We want to be able to get like new players in on something too. So
yeah.
And we might not see that for like 5 months, but we're going to structure it that way.
Yeah. And the structure at the beginning could be very different than what it is down the line. Like
That's
you said, if there's more people, I could tier it off to a point where I have, a
common,
gold tier,
uncommon, rare tier.
Common, rare, gold, silver, bronze tier, and you rank up. And if you
legendary, mythic tier.
Yeah, exactly. Very creative.
Mythic tier plays for pink slips.
Where are these thoughts coming from today? That's creative. I like it.
It's the gin.
Yeah, so we'll be able to do potentially. As of now, it's just trios as well. I don't think I said that. It'll just be trios, duels. But yeah, all dependent on people. If people want solos more, maybe we build up a solo and a trio. War might be a lot to kind of manage, but could be fun too. So again, more information on that to come. Dad, you got any final topics? I'm holding you.
Dude, a war with level restrictions.
What's that?
Like a war with level restrictions.
Oh my goodness.
Like, how often are you going to be able to do a war where you can't go above level 3?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
War might be a little difficult, but if the people really want it, I need a few people to say they want it, not just one person who's like, "Where's the war tournament?" That's gonna be a lot. I love it though. I love it. I love all the game modes, but yeah, we'll start with trios. We'll see where that goes, and damn, a lot of fun to be had. Any final comments here for you, Dags?
Unless you want to go for like another half hour. I mean, my wife went out, so I don't have to shut down. I'm probably gonna go play Pal World.
Yeah, I'll probably be playing some hunts because I was barely able to get any done here today. But
we got a DFK dedicated server to Pal World. Wowie, where you at, man?
I know they have an AVAX server if you wanted to play on the Avalanche server. I need to get Pal World, so maybe that's what I'll do right now. I'll go download it. I know it's not gonna probably download right away. It's a pretty big game, isn't it?
No, mine went pretty quick. There was another game though that I was looking at that wasn't Pal. Like, there was a guy who played Pal World and was like, "Oh, this is a different game and it's just as fun." What is it?
We already got 2 people in the chat. Hope and Red Room calling for war. They want
Enshrouded. Enshrouded. I'm gonna download that and try it tonight.
Enshrouded.
Red Room wants war, and we got Hope wants war.
Hope wants war. Red Room wants war. Dags is playing Shrouded. He said, "Fuck Pal Ward." That's about it, boys and girls. We're gonna try the end of the stream. If the stream stays on, you'll be watching my room all night. Hopefully, no ghosts come in.
Dude, that was funny when I jumped back into the link and it was just your room and you weren't there, and I was like, I feel like I'm invading his privacy. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Oh my goodness.
Good night, folks. It was good seeing you.
It was good to see you.
I won't see you next weekend, but the one after.
Yeah. Hopefully next week I'll get the hang of this damn software, and by 2 weeks time we'll be a little more feeling comfortable and professional on this thing, because this felt rough. It felt like I'm looking at a wall. Like no one's actually watching us stream today. But
And again, we're not doing the Mythic giveaway next week.
yep.
Okay.
We'll retweet the tweet so you guys can enter. Maybe get a little bit more time if you forgot to. But 3 Mythic Heroes, some good stuff coming. Much love to you guys all for 400 subs. This is
Thanks
the
for
Jewelers
coming.
Live podcast. For Mega,
Good night.
for Dags, I'm Mega, for Dags. Peace.